We're now going to look at speaking. And with speaking, we're going to look at a tool called Mizu, which allows you to make your own chatbot. And there's the website we're looking at is mizu.com/education. It so happens I've got it here. And I've already created an account. I've got a Google account with this. These are some chatbots that I've created previously. So I'm going to create a chatbot right now. So I click build a chatbot. I go to where it says AI generated, like this. And then we'll just wait for that to launch. There we are. And then from here, I'm going to put in the following objective, which is the following, which is: you are Peter, an English waiter in a cafe. My students will practice ordering food and drinks from you. They're working at A2 level English. Reply in short, simple sentences. Always be kind and polite. So that's my prompt. And I'm now going to choose the grade level. I'm going to choose grade 8. So that's sort of around 14 years old. I then choose get ideas. And what will happen is Mizu will generate 3 different ideas. And I choose one of them. I'm going to go for this one. You'll notice it says practice with a C because it's American English. And once I've chosen the chatbot I want to create, it's now going to generate a picture for me. Now, if you don't like the picture, you can always change it. What you do is you click on the little pencil tool and you put in another prompt to generate another picture. Let's just see what it looks like. Yeah, so if I wanted to change that one, I would click on here. And then I could either upload my own image, but of course you need to respect copyright if you do that. I'm now going to write a typical English waiter, whatever that means. Let's click. In fact, because I'm going to choose the male voice. I'm going to say a typical male English waiter. Then I click generate, and now we're going to see in a moment what Peter is going to look like, which is always very exciting. So you could do this as many times as you need to until you've got the right image that you want. Or if you prefer, you could use, let's say, ChatGPT to generate an image and then upload it instead. There we are. I'm very happy with that. Then I've got the more options option. So I can then go through this. I can just click on generate all fields to save time. And as you can see, then you have the welcome message. You've got the rules. You can change those as well if you wanted to. You've got the knowledge file option, which means you can upload a PDF, for example, of your exam spec, which should then give you give the large language model a better idea of what it is that you're looking for. You also get a thumbnail, which is generated automatically. And finally, you choose your subject. So I'm going to go for English language arts. If you're teaching other languages, you would go for foreign languages. And then from there, what you do is you click. Before I do that, you need to make sure that your the name of your bot is unique. So I'm going to call mine ordering that at the cafe B Belt 2025. Otherwise, you get an error message saying that your title has already been taken. So that's why you have to customize it further so it's unique. So as a result of that, we now get this page coming up. And from there, what we can do is I can then click new session like this. And I can then click launch like this. So we'll just wait for the next page to come up. And then as a result of that, I'll then be able to show you the student view of what the students would see. Right, here we are. So as a result of that, there we are. Can you see? We've got this now, this login option for the students. So I'm now going to go to Microsoft Edge, and I'm going to paste in the link like that. And I'm also going to go full screen again. So I'm going to present, share screen, and this time I'm going to go for the entire screen. And there we are, and click share. So you should now be able to see Mizu. You should be able to see that. So this is the student view. I'm going to pretend to be a student here, and I'm going to click start session, having put my name in like this. And it's now going to open the session. So this is what the student would see if they were taking part in an interaction, practicing their speaking with the chatbot. So let's have a quick listen to Peter's message.
Welcome to our cafe. I'm Peter, your waiter. How can I help you today? Would you like to order some food or drinks?
Okay, I can then respond. I could either write my message or I can use the microphone. So I click on the microphone option. I allow my microphone to be accessed like this. Hello, Peter. Can I have a coffee and a cheese sandwich, please? I then send in my audio. It's transcribed. Hello, Peter. Can I have a coffee and a cheese sandwich, please? Okay, I can click the delete button if I want to try again. But as soon as I click the tick, it will transcribe very accurately, as you can see. And then you send it in, and then Peter can then respond. Here we go. So I can listen back to Peter's reply.
Of course, Joe. A coffee and a cheese sandwich coming right up. Would you like your coffee black, or do you want cream and sugar with it?
So I'm going to reply to that. Can I have a white coffee, and with my cheese sandwich, could I have some salad as well? See what Peter says this time.
Absolutely. A white coffee and a cheese sandwich with salad. That sounds great. Would you like any dressing on your salad?
Okay, so you get the idea, and then I'm going to be a bit silly to finish off with, so I'm going to say the following. No dressing, thank you, Peter. The problem is I don't have any money. Sorry about that. Let's see how Peter replies, if he replies in an authentic way. Oh, he's saying that's okay. Wow, that's good. No need to worry.
That's okay, Joe. No need to worry. If you're not ready to order, you can always come back later when you have money. Is there anything else you'd like to talk about or ask while you're here?
Now, the reason that Peter has replied in that way is because in the background, the coders that have created this have put in what are called guardrails to make sure that the chatbot is behaving as if it were a teacher, if you like. So, although you're trying to replicate an authentic situation, in this case, the waiter is not going to be sort of angry with you, as it were, because essentially it's trying to support you for you to use as much language as possible rather than being an actual real situation. So that's pretty amazing, I think. Now, if I click end session like this and I click skip like that, there we are. Then the session is now ended for Mizu from the student point of view. And then what I can do once that's finished loading is I can then go back to show you the teacher view instead. If I'm going to do that right now, and if I go back to Mizu and share this tab instead, and I then refresh the page, then what will happen is you'll be able to see, there we are. Can you see? You can see that my contribution as a student has now appeared here. So what I can do is I can click on this. There we are. And I get to see the whole transcript, which obviously from a teacher point of view is really brilliant. So it means that you can see the transcripts of all the interactions that all your students have done in a particular session. You can do up to 50 participants in a session per day, which is great. And in addition to that, you can listen to all the audio that the students have recorded, like this. Hello, Peter. Can I have a coffee and a cheese sandwich, please? There we are, like that. And you even get feedback as well, which has been generated from the transcript. So you can see here that I got an A grade, and the feedback is the student engaged in a polite and coherent conversation with the chatbot, following the instructions and responding appropriately to the questions answered, etc., etc. So that's just fantastic. And I honestly think, hand on heart, this is one of the best tools out there for practicing speaking, and it is GDPR compliant as well, which is wonderful to see, which if you look at the privacy policy and the terms and conditions, it's made very, very clear that is the case. Okay, so that was that one. That was Mizu.